Unseen is a South African crime series created by Travis Stott and Darren Joshua for Netflix. It is a South African adaptation of Fatma, a Turkish drama series. The first season of Unseen was released on Netflix on 29 March 2023, and after a 2-year spell, season 2 dropped on the 2nd of May 2025. The series follows the story of a house cleaner, Zenzi Mwale, whose search for her missing husband leads down a violent path. Season 2 continues the story from the cliffhanger point that Season 1 ended, with the viewers unsure if Zenzi survived. Spoiler alert, she survives. And while she might have given up on life, it's not done with her. She's a loose thread threatening to unravel a powerful empire. The good. Unseen Season 2 jumps back into the action at pretty much the exact point Season 1 ended, answering a question that's been hanging for the past 2 years. Whatever happened to Zenzi Mwale? Once again, Gail Mabalane does a powerful portrayal of Zenzi Mwale, a cleaner who is unseen, thus underestimated and misunderstood. Yet despite the odds, survives. Constantly having to choose between fight or flight, with each choice not without consequence and a heavy emotional toll. Zenzi Mwale, despite being the show's lead character, does not have plot armor, and one reason for the show's explosive tension is that you are never sure if Zenzi will make it to the end of the episode or the season. The character undergoes a tremendous arc from being a victim to not only a survivor, but an avenger on the run with nothing but excessive emotional baggage. Lufuno Ngesi, who is Zenzi's friend, played by Mthwisi Mugano, is a compelling character of rare perception and grounded moral compass, whose monologue scenes break the fourth wall as a writer working on a book called Unseen, and delivers some of the most striking lines and quotes in the series. Another character who stood out was TK, having first seen her in South African soapy Scandal, where she played a mother whose baby had been swapped for another at birth. Now Danica De La Rey Jones demonstrated incredible range playing a gangster with rough edges and no soft spots. At its core, Unseen is a story about injustice, inequality, and the flawed systems that punish the victims and the vulnerable, pushing them to become the very monsters they're supposed to be protected from. Unseen also gets points for the cinematography, which has picturesque shots of Cape Town framing the tranquility and turmoil that ripple beneath the surface in stark comparison. The bad. The pacing is erratic. The first couple of episodes are tight, but slows down in the middle, then an ending which feels rushed with jarring plot holes. While Zenzi's character is incredibly fleshed out, the others are pale shadows of archetypes. The smug villain, the henchman, the vindictive landlord, the abusive father, and clueless cops. Speaking about clueless cops, Detective Morkel, played by Voltmar Schultz, is annoyingly clueless, bumbling along and always 3 steps behind everyone else. This series could have been concluded in 3 episodes with less carnage had Morkel been half the cop he thought he was. The ugly. The moral murkiness projected in Unseen leaves a bad taste, as it suggests that the only justice you can get is the one you take for yourself, advocating for vigilantes, as the world doesn't care for or see the unseen, the vulnerable, whom the rich and powerful use as a stepping stone on their way to grand dreams. Final thoughts. Season 2 of Unseen is a bold continuation of Zenzi Mwale's journey, raising the stakes and dialing up the tension in a darker and more brutal ride of Unseen, presented in 6 bingeable episodes.